people get involved in your campaign. They say, you know what, I love this woman, I love what she's doing, she's fighting for us. This is John Villarreal reporting for Conservative New Media.
Conservative New Media viewers, what's up? It's me, John D. Villarreal, Paul Villarreal there on the phone. Now, this whole ruling came down from Judge Bolton on this Arizona law 1070 that was about to come into effect, and it halted it right in its tracks, dude. And people were really upset about this. Now, Paul, you've been studying this. Of course, I'm the lawyer, but tell us what's going on here, and let's talk about it.
Yeah, what happened here is it looked initially as though this judge might have some kind of fairness and even-handedness in dealing with this, but the ruling, according to Andy McCarthy, former DOJ official on National Review Online, has a nice little article about this. We'll put a link to it. Basically said, look, the judge made the ruling. It's basically without merit. She's relying on a case like from 1941. Even though there are cases that were more recent that are more applicable, that go against what she ruled. And Andy McCarthy also added that she's talking about like the enforcement of the law versus what the law is itself. So in other words, she's basically, Andy McCarthy thinks this is a spacious argument, and that this is basically a Democrat, a Bill Clinton appointed judge, just doing hack work.
Right. I don't think this ruling is going to hold at all. Basically what it says is, forget about the 1982 precedent that supersedes the 1941 one. But, you know, it's not even that federal law has supremacy, and that if you disagree with federal law and your state law or whatever, you know, forget about it. It's the enforcement of law, because the law mirrors the federal law. So it's like, well, the feds didn't enforce it, so forget about it. That's what I understand the ruling to say. I think this thing's going to be overruled and whatnot. But, you know, couple things with that. So, I guess then, you know, federal law rules everything, and there's nothing, they have no states and no municipalities can do anything that in any way contradicts or goes against federal law. That's funny then. I want to shut down immediately all the sanctuary cities out there from San Francisco on. I want all the mayors arrested. I want everything like that because, hey, they're in violation of federal law. Same with the marijuana clubs and this and that, whatever, and all the state laws that are for that. Let's shut all those down too. Let's arrest all those people. I mean, do you see the insanity of this? We have a 10th Amendment here. We have a system of federalism, and that means that the states have power and the federal government has power. Now, I'm not saying that the federal government shouldn't run immigration and doesn't need a national strategy to protect our borders. But what Arizona tried to do here is just say, listen, it's a freaking war zone, bro. We got narco-terrorists coming over here with AK-47s, M16s, all kinds of military-grade weapons because they have the dinero to buy them, and they have the incentive to use them, and it's just lawlessness there. The state, the governor, the local municipalities, the police, the sheriff, they all have a duty to protect the citizens, and they're trying to do that. We have people that are just getting shot up over there. Literally. I mean, the consular, this and that over there across the border, it's out of control. And there's a lot of people who are saying that Obama doesn't care. They're saying, hey, we're not doing anything until we get comprehensive immigration reform, meaning that I want my Latino votes, and I'm going to pay and stuff like that. We have to have security, bro. We got to have security. Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we get out of Afghanistan? I'll deal with that in another video. Because we'll talk about the WikiLeaks and the whole mess that Obama's making out of that, and maybe put a few troops on the border and protect this country, bro. How about we do something like that? That would be kind of like radical, I know. And I mean, this is out of control. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. And listen, I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'm all for a massive guest worker program. Anyone that wants to work over here that isn't a criminal, you know, and wants to pay tax, whatever, go for it. I'm down for that. I want a lot of immigration. But I want us to have control over it. We need the best and the brightest here for wherever they come from. India, Pakistan, if they're cool, you know, again, no terrorists, this and that, whatever. I don't care. England, South Africa, Latin America, bring the whole world here. We want all the best and the brightest, but pay your taxes, don't be a criminal, you know, don't be a terrorist, nothing like that. And it's all good. This is a land of opportunity. We want to have the most competitive environment and market anywhere. But we need to track you. You got to have an ID card just like everybody else. I've got a social security card, a driver's license. Cop stops me, I got to show all that. And the insurance and the whole other thing. This whole let me see your paper stuff, that's all BS. Okay? Let's wake the F up. But let's talk about the political impact of this. And that is this. It's like, dude, but for all that, we have to control the border first. The political impact is that the people of Arizona, and it's not just Arizona now, it's a lot of other states. Oh, boycott Arizona. Well, you better start thinking about Texas and Minnesota and all those other states that are getting fed up too. People are saying, you know what? F this government's not listening to me, and if it's all down to the feds, then guess what? We need a president and a Congress that are going to listen to us. And this is going to put more pressure on the Democrats, and it's going to crush them. And you know, Obama's on The View. He didn't seem to say anything about this. I guess it's just these weird things are happening without his knowledge. You know, Shirley Sherrod gets fired, and he didn't have anything to do with it. Oh, the DOJ is against Arizona. Well, that's Eric Holder. I don't know. I mean, all this stuff is happening. I mean, the guy's a joke, and we know he's a joke. But Paul, a lot of people are saying that this is really going to hurt the Democrats in the midterms. I know these guys are betting on the Latino vote long term, even though Obama is losing with the Hispanic voters out there right now. He's getting down in the polls on that. But I think that this is really bodes ill for the Democrats in 2010. People are really upset about this.
Yeah, it does. And as you said, there's a lot of people who feel like Obama and his team don't really care about the effect that this has on the 2010 Democratic races for the House and Senate, and that they're just going to try to use it for the 2012 re-election strategy. But as you said, what we have here in effect is a liberal judge overturning the will of about 75 or so percent or something along those lines of the Arizona people. So you're going against the will of the people and frustrating their feeling about what needs to happen in their state. That is a very bad message. And nationally, we know that the overwhelming majority of people support the Arizona law, no matter how much the mainstream liberal media tries to paint it as controversial. So you have a leftist administration and a left-wing judge overturning the will of the people. That's bad politics, and look for the Dems to probably suffer for that in the 2010 elections.
So we're going to see what happens. I mean, this thing has to be confronted straight up. And people are not, you know, we're not going to be sitting here, the American people and the voters are not going to sit here with a figurative gun to their head, a metaphorical gun to their head, saying, hey, if you don't give us amnesty, basically, maybe this is what they're saying potentially, in my personal opinion, if you don't give us amnesty and comprehensive, immigration reform, we're not doing anything. That's the claim that Senator Kyle from Arizona made against Barack Obama, if I'm remembering this correctly, in my personal opinion. Now, this is something we're going to study very closely. This is something we're going to study very closely. Hey, we're all for everybody coming to this country. We're all for having a melting pot. We welcome everybody that wants to pay their taxes and be cool and contribute to this and that, whatever. I say, let's have as much open borders as possible, with the caveat of we have to control the borders, and we need security first, and we need everybody paying in the system. No more free rides for, oh, hey, I just came across the border, now I'm going to have free health care and free Social Security. No. Okay, it's time to get this straight. We got to get this thing in order. We need to study this situation and whatnot. We do have a legal system, and we're going to take it up on appeal. Well, that's what the governor's going to do out there. We want to see what's going on. I want to know what you guys think. What do we need to do about here? Do you support Arizona? Are you against it? Are you happy with the judge's decision? Are you against it? What do you think we need to do? What's your solution for this whole immigration situation? Hit me with the comments below. Subscribe above. I am John. That is Paul. Keep it straight. Keep it clean again. No racist, no nothing. We will block and delete you. We have to do that. We are Conservative Media. We will see you next time.